money can't done. My money can't done. My money can't done.
Some politicians and clergymen say principles were made to bend. It don't matter where you want stand, just remember to
hold out your hand.
'Cause money can't done. My money can't done.
My money can't done.
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up. I'm gonna tell you a story about two brothers, how they rose up and fell down and rose back up again. Let me introduce myself. I'm Michael Williams. Mike, I'm the old of the two brothers. But I'm not gonna tell you my story. No, that'll be boring. I'm gonna tell you about my younger brother, John Williams.
My money can't done.
Take it from me, huh? There's two sides to every story. And if you want to know the truth, nothing but the truth, when it comes to Mike, best you ask me. Hey, younger brother Johnny, one ma, one pa, one room for most of our life. And guess what? Although we share all the history, Mike always thought he was better than me. He ain't politician for nothing.
My money can't done.
And my name is Carmen, but my friends call me Boo Boo. And yes, this is the tale of two brothers, John and Michael Williams. You've seen Michael, along with two of his political colleagues, successful politicians and businessmen, looking to go very far in their parties and businesses. As a matter of fact, Michael has been touted as the next possible minister of tourism for this very government.
Mike coming to this world, flamming and jamming his way through like God on something, and everybody else got to settle the score. When you want too much too soon, you gotta leave well enough alone. I tell him, it's the 70s, man. Progressive, just a long word. But a hard-head bird don't make good soup. Trust the wrong people. He ain't look for you sit down. Run your own self up on breaks. You know what I mean, man? Everywhere big changes found. Instant money, instant wealth. Yesterday they born, today they rich. It don't matter. 'Cause money can't done. My money can't done.
My money can't done.
These boys are from a very respected, church-going family. Their parents, Amos and Sarah, are pillars of their community. The Williams only have two sons, and I factor heavily into both of their lives, as you will shortly see. Now, John chose a slightly different path in life. He was always more interested in the land, fishing and farming, making a way for himself with little fuss. He had a number of small businesses, which he started and ended, and he likes to call himself independent. Most of his friends and family would be more inclined to call him a bum when they placed him and Michael side by side.
Hear them crying for mouth, man thinks up, you hear them shout, judging mine or way they spend, man, you know they're
Got nowhere.
'Cause money can't done. My money can't done.
My money can't done.
They say money burns a hole in your pocket. They say money easy come, easy go. They say money is the root of so much evil. But I never had none, so I wouldn't know. No, no, no. Hey! My money can't done.
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 I always thought John was very cute. Our first encounter took place when I was a bit younger, on his bus.
Johnny? Nah, he was no success like me. He wasn't doing bad for himself, After all, he was a jitney driver.
Dub 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 dee dub dub. Dub 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 dee dub dub. Dub 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 dee dub dub. Dub 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 dee dub dub.
I'm your jitney driver. I'm the king of the road.
Jitney driver,
Look at
tell me where you're going. Jitney driver, tell me where you're going.
Now, don't get me wrong. Being a jitney driver is way better than it seems. And it got perks.
Driver, tell me where you're going.
You see them stopping here. You see them stopping there. Blocking up the traffic. They pick up anywhere. Race through the bus stop. Top rock. First one there. Pick all the people up. Look out.
Driver, tell me where you're going. Jitney driver, tell me where you're going.
I'm your jitney driver, I'm the king of the road. I make other drivers so mad they wanna explode. I handle this tank just like a sports car. I'll get you where you want to go, whether near or far.
Jitney jam disco, some jitney jam rock.
Some jitney jam soca and reggae round the clock.
Now who don't like it? Who make a fuss?
Get trouble off the bus.
Look up. I give you more thrills than a roller coaster ride. Hang on to your seat, I'll do my thing with pride. When other cars see me, they quickly move aside. Scared that I might mash up their expensive ride. Look out.
Tell me where you're going. Jitney driver, tell me where you're going.
Ah, boy, the perks. Woman at your beck and call. And my brother, he was enjoying this to the fullest until one day dread.
I'm a jitney driver, I'm the king of the road. I make other drivers so mad they wanna explode. I handle this tank just like a sports car. I'll get you where you want to go, whether near or far. Look out.
You see them speeding here, you see them speeding there. In and out of traffic, the people live in fear. Mash the brakes, too late, and up in front of the magistrate. You see, that's when things took a turn for the worse. Too much, too fast. The magistrate take Johnny's license. And that was the end of that career. Next thing Johnny know, he was out of job. No job, no money, no woman. Except, well, maybe just one. Meet Boo Boo, a.k.a. Carmen Delavo. Smart girl, not so attractive. Back then, she was intelligent, but she had no beauty to compliment.
Just wait and see, I'm going to buy beauty.
Now Boo Boo is a beauty queen,
The most beautiful girl you ever seen.
a custom-made beauty queen.
Long, long may she reign.
No, no. She went to France to learn the secret of romance. And to improve, she smiled to the dentist quite a while. Now Boo Boo is a beauty queen,
The most beautiful girl you ever seen.
a custom-made beauty queen.
Long, long may she reign.
No, 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 no.
When I walk down the aisle, it just starts to smile.
Walk off with all she saws, first place in every class.
Johnny never know what hit him. Now Boo Boo is a beauty queen,
The most beautiful girl you ever seen.
a custom-made beauty queen.
Long, long may she reign.
Long, long.
Hail, Boo Boo, she's now a beauty queen.
They can never, never, never call me ugly again.
Hail,
Anyway, Johnny figured it was time for a change of scene. So he go and visit our daddy who was living in Exuma for that time. Or so he say. But I hear Johnny had a different reason for going to Exuma.
Looking for Carmen, I'm looking for Carmen. Yeah, I'm looking for Carmen, Carmen. I'm looking for Carmen. I'm looking for Carmen. I'm looking for Carmen. I'm looking for Carmen, Carmen. I'm looking for Carmen.
Williamstown. It's Exuma. Every evening when the sun goes down, all the people go to the village square. Sound of jumping dances everywhere.
She was as cool as ice. Way she moving looked so nice. I tell my pa, I gone to marriage she. This is what he said to me.
Don't marry that Carmen, son. Don't marry that Carmen. Don't marry that Carmen, son. Don't marry that Carmen. Carmen, no, Carmen, no. She just don't play with your soul. Don't marry that Carmen, son. Don't marry that Carmen. She just don't play with your soul.
I get vexed at what my poppy say. Don't badmouth my girl this way. She shake yeah. And he laugh at me, mommy.
You play with Carmen, boy. You can see.
There's better gals in the settlement. She just gonna leave you with the rush.
And there's plenty gals in the settlement, and she don't even go to our church to say, don't marry that Carmen, son.
Don't marry that Carmen. Don't marry that Carmen, son. Don't marry that Carmen. Carmen, no. Carmen, no. She just don't play with your soul. Don't marry that Carmen, son. Don't marry that Carmen. She just don't play with your soul.
He me Carmen under the tamarind tree.
Carmen, please, will you marry me?
She suck her teeth and then she cut her eye.
And what she tell me, I almost died now.
Little boy, what you talking about? You still got milk going around your mouth. And furthermore, I won't have no romance with someone who can't even do the jumping dance.
You ain't listen to your mom. You thought it was a big joke. You ain't listen to your pop. That's why you're gonna get smoked.
Looking for Carmen, I'm looking for Carmen. I'm looking for Carmen, Carmen. I'm looking for Carmen. I'm looking for Carmen. I'm looking for Carmen. I'm looking for Carmen, Carmen. I'm looking for Carmen.
Carmen, oh, Carmen, oh. She just don't play with your soul. Don't marry that Carmen. Don't marry that Carmen. She just don't play with your soul. Carmen, oh, Carmen, oh. She just don't play with your soul. Don't mind that Carmen. Don't mind that Carmen. She just don't play with your soul. Carmen, oh, Carmen, oh. She just don't play with your soul. Don't mind that Carmen. Don't mind that Carmen. She just don't play with your soul.
So, Josh, the house was unnecessarily long today.
Man, I hate budget debate time. I just don't get home till stupid o'clock. And you know my wife can't cook, so I'd be dead hungry. And everything around here is closed 5 o'clock.
I ain't concerned.
What you mean you ain't concerned? Your wife is leave food out for you, eh?
But you forget what you just do for a living? This whole month churches them have admissions. And all of us just get invited to them. And what they just have after mission.
That's right, food! Hold on. When since you start going to mission?
I look fool to you.
Little bit.
I go when I know the service just about over. Listen, all you gotta say is, you know, I'm sorry I running late, you know, the house run long, you know, the budget. Once you show up, you just make their day. The next day they just go bragging about which politician they going to the church. It don't matter if you miss the whole thing.
You all know just how it go. When politicians have access to plenty money, they got plenty friends. And to have Bahamian friends, you don't even need to have plenty money. The weight of their heart is right through their belly. More people than eat and drink free off of Mike them, and Mike them than eat and drink free off of the people them. I ain't gonna lie, best food I ever had. I seriously gone from Slam Bomb to the best buffets in Nassau Town. When you big brother, all you pray is he don't come down. I went to a banquet in paradise. Yeah, everyone dressed elegant, the ballroom fixed up nice. The meal was served buffet style, you never seen such a spread. And people from many nations, they line up to be fed.
The Englishman, he takes some fish and chips. The American grab fried chicken, cause that's the native dish. The Frenchman bypass the food and head straight for the wine. The German just clicks she heel and fills she plate with peel. Then along come a Bahamian, a mountain on his plate. He act like he never eat before and ain't gonna eat no more.
And he got 5 pieces of chicken, macaroni and cheese, roast beef, pork chop, rice and black eyed peas.
And he has stew cum, rat cum, hot salad too, potato salad and coleslaw, just to name a few.
Now when he passed, I asked him, homeboy, is that all?
No, I'll be back for seconds. These plates are far too small.
And he has 5 pieces of chicken, macaroni and cheese, roast beef, pork chop, rice and black eyed peas. And he has stew cum, rat cum, cum salad too, potato salad and coleslaw, just to name a few.
The second time, the same was on his dish. Except for a couple items, the first time he did miss. He polished all that off in those seconds flat. Then swallow a quarter fruit punch on top of that. But at last said the Bahamian and he was out of sight. All I need now is dessert and I will be alright.
And he had 5 scoops of ice cream, smothered in whipped cream, plain cake, fruit cake, lemon meringue pie.
Jam tart, real tart, coconut tart too, potato bread and cheesecake, just to name a few.
What did this they say? Never judge a book by its cover? All the boy was looking for was looks. He didn't know nothing about me. He knew my name, but he didn't know if I went to school, what I liked, what I didn't like, who my ma or pa was, if I had any brothers or sisters. Nothing. He passed me by, so I returned the favor. Well, I could turn the tables on him, eh? He beauty's only skin deep, body ugliness goes to the bone.
Life has a habit of showing you better than it could tell you. Now, after that fiasco with Carmen, Johnny gone back home to Nassau. You see, something happened that he couldn't explain. Now, I ain't saying he didn't recognize that Carmen was that same boo-boo he had rejected earlier on the bus. But he knew something had happened that he couldn't explain. And y'all know just how we go when something happened that we can't explain. Alcohol. Oh, alcohol. Why don't you leave? Why don't you leave him
You wheel me round and you wheel me round. You pick me up and you let me down. You turn me loose and you hold me tight. Make me look like I fit it up.
alcohol.
Hey, man.
Oh, alcohol. Why don't you leave? Why don't you leave? Up Road, go down Cranston, go down Base Road. See young men and they look so old, and that fool's got them knocked out cold.
Everybody in the fight.
Alcohol.
Fight everybody on the shelf.
Why don't you leave? Why don't you leave him alone? Try to walk up and cross one fence. Try to talk, he don't make no sense. Cause he luck and he labor gone.
Now I regret the day I was born.
Alcohol. Oh, alcohol. Why don't you leave? Why don't you leave him alone? Why don't you leave? Why don't you leave him alone?
I just had some house guests the other night, you know.
Oh, for true.
Yeah, they was from away. They was family to my wife's old roommate from our college days. And guess what?
What?
We had them all over Nassau. The Sound and Light, the 66 Steps, the Seafloor Aquarium, the Water Tower, the Black Bear Tower. Every tourist attraction you could think of. Every night, they had a different Bahamian meal.
Man, that's better than coming here as regular tourists. You know, more people will have a better experience if they could do that.
Boy, that's a good idea. We could sell that as a way to get more tourists. The government could ask families to take tourist families and show them around.
Man, this could be big. We should tell the minister about it.
No, sir. You know how he go. Next thing you know, he going around saying it's his idea. No.
You're right.
We have to keep this one to ourselves and see if we could get a meeting with the PM. And I got just the name for the bill, too.
What's that?
People to people.
I like that. But you really think the PM can see us?
Well, let's talk to Mike. He closer with the chairman, and he should be able to get us a meeting.
So we should tell Mike about this idea?
This one is me and yours. Let's get Mike to set up the meeting with the PM first, and then we can give him all the details.
Mike was living the good life. And what placed him over the top was when he pushed to pass his idea about the people bill in Parliament. Man, he was big shot then. Prime Minister started listening to him, and he gone from the back bench to the front row.
Sing it from the rooftop, sing it from the steeple. The ministry of life. People to people.
Not long ago was a disgrace, sneaking around the place, staying out late with them Watergate. But times have changed, and him a start. No more idiot, him now patriot. All right now.
Sing it from the rooftop, sing it from the steeple. The ministry of life. People to
Let's go.
sing it from the rooftop, sing it from the steeple. The ministry of life. People to people.
Nah, things had gotten so bad with Johnny. We had to do an intervention.
Son, pull yourself together.
Do Lord, please help my boy.
Yeah, man, ain't no woman wait all this.
Come go to a meeting.
Do Lord, please help my boy.
Let me go take you to see one doctor.
Yeah, I got an idea.
You got an idea.
If woman get him in this mess,
Boy, woman could get him out.
And I know just the person.
Who this? This angel?
Come on, I noticing you. You just put that bottle down. You just put that bottle down.
If you say so.
Now, you know family good for something, eh? You see, Dee Dee was mommy, best friend, sister, cousin-in-law, niece, or something like that. Anyhow, mommy didn't know that Dee Dee was the right girl for Johnny. You know the type. Good looking, but not so pretty that you gotta worry about her. Yeah, her head was on straight, nice and steady. Now that common, boy, her head may swing. But Dee Dee head was on straight. And before you know it, them two was living together. And just like that, they get married. Yeah, we thought she was the best thing happened to this family since Purity Bakery bread. Yeah. You know, that's exactly what Johnny needed to pull himself up out of that funk that Carmen had left him. And things was going good for a while, you know. But there was just one small problem.
Johnny. Johnny. Johnny!
What, sweetheart?
You see what time it is and you just getting up?
Dee Dee, I had a hard night last night.
Hard night, eh? What time you get home? Because I know I was sleeping in my bed.
I was over by Mike them playing with a little piece of card.
Oh, so you think I marry you for you to go gamble all day and all night, even if Mike is your brother? You check out any of them job I line up for you?
Sure.
Johnny, now you see, I for this today. I line up 3 jobs. My brother Jake and his construction crew. Old Mr. Sims needs someone to drive his truck. And my sister boyfriend Thomas looking for somebody to help manage his store. You call any of them yet? Who you call? What they say? Now you see? You take me from my mother's home. I was young and innocent, sweet as a plum, sweet as a plum. But look what you done do to me, make me lose my sanity. Oh, you no good bum, you dirty no good bum. You better straighten up,
Woman.
and fly right. If you don't want me and you to fight, straighten up and fly right, or I am getting out of here tonight. You say you got plenty money and you did want spend it for the love of me, for the love of me. It turns out you's a cheapskate and the bills they must pay on my salary, my measly salary.
You better straighten up and fly right. If you don't want she and you to fight.
Straighten up and fly right, or I am getting out of here tonight.
Dee Dee, you might as try, and you know when I win, you was getting off the take.
Half the take? Since when? And you buy one old jalopy and you say you gotta do for the 2 a week, for the 2 a week. But you go about your business and you leave me stranded to catch the jitney or use my tired feet. You better straighten up and fly right. If you don't want me and you to fight, straighten up and fly right. Or did he get in out of here tonight?
I tell that boy about his business, you know. But you think he listened to me? You think that calm-head boy listen?
Oh, when we did get married, we gon' tell the preacher till death do us part, till death do us part.
Go see the undertaker, I'll go see the lawyer. Let's compare the cost, coffin or divorce. You better straighten up and fly right. If you don't want me and you to fight, touch me, Diddy. Straighten up and fly right, or I am getting out of here tonight. You better straighten up.
Wait, you think again?
Put your hands on
Fly
me.
right. If you don't
Got
want
something to say?
she and you to
I
fight.
thought not.
Straighten up.
What? You have to say
Fly
that?
right. Or did he get in out of here
I'm so
tonight?
sick of you don't try it.
Dee Dee, come back here, woman.
You see that, eh? Mike think he's big shot now. Rubbing shoulder with all the muckamucks, and you and me like fools in the shade. So much shade we'll be to sit in the house and draw-feet. You notice how they don't even check for us? Man, they barely even talk to us. If it wasn't for us winning our seat, this government may not even be in power. You know how much I sacrificed? Huh? Putting country above self and running another election only to have our own boy stab us in the back?
Well, you could talk fool now. He pushed the people bill and it passed. That's all. Now Mike think he's big shot. If it was me and I got it through, I'd have taken that cabinet minister post too. Shoots.
Yeah, well, I want to know how come it wasn't you or me? How we come up with the same idea and the same name?
Man, they got so many perks regular MPs only dream of. You think if the tables was turned and I get a chance to be promoted, I was gonna worry about your sorry lump of misfits? Psh, not me. Or every man for himself. All for me, baby. Then when I tired of all, then I could give y'all some. But the problem is, y'all want y'all some before I get my all. And it can't work like that. Mike know it too. You know how much foolishness he is be doing? Mike?
Look here, point blank, I ain't signed up for this. These Bahamian people always want something. Where are you supposed to get it from? If they child in jail, they want the MP bail them out. If the current off, they want the MP turn it back on. If they picky hair child smart, they want the MP find scholarship. What in the hell I look like?
You look like the MP.
Shut up.
Exactly. They expect you to do something about it. Listen, Mike ain't the only big brain in Long Punch, you know. If he could be known for something, we could be known for something too.
What you talking about?
Oh, man, I talking about something that could knock Mike right off behind horse. Listen, all we gotta do is push for the government to make all MPs disclose their finances. That's all. You know how much foolishness Mike do with money?
I know if I want nobody looking at my affairs though.
Wait, shut up, man. You ain't got 2 red cents to rub together.
But that's my business. If we start having a show and tell everything we got, I'll be a laughing stock.
It'll be worth it to wipe that stupid grin off your face.
Mr. MP,
Show and tell what your family.
Mr. Senator, show and tell what your family. Mr. MP, show and tell what your family. Mr. Senator, show and tell what your family.
Oh, Mr. MP, let me see your money. Show the world you ain't no crook. Let me see your bank book.
My people, oh my people, you know I is your MP, but you just hardly see me.
You got that right.
I expect to see my money.
Yeah, different stroke for different folks. Different air got different jokes. Different mind take different sign. Dog like road and cat like sign.
Well, the PM tell them MPs, you know, put yourself in public life. Now the people, they must see the income of you, your children, and your wife.
So them MPs tell the PM, what must be, it must be. This show and tell bill ain't for we, so we can send it to committee.
Yeah, different stroke for different folks. Different air got different jokes. Different minds make different sounds. Dog like road and cat like sound.
So the PM call the governor, say prorogue this house quick, quick. Bring it back in 10 days. These MPs think they so slick.
Mr. MP, Mr. Senator, Mr. MP, Mr. Senator, Mr. MP, Mr. Senator, Mr. MP, Mr. Senator, from the top of your head to the tip of your toe.
Let's talk about Johnny. He get divorced. No, he could have do better than that. And I could have tell him different. But you really think he would listen to me?
Mike,
Oh, gee.
Michael, oh Mike.
Johnny, I in the bathtub. What you want?
She leave me.
Who leave you? Like I ain't know.
Dee Dee, she gone.
Now you know you should have do better than that.
I know I couldn't do better than that.
You try to tell this boy.
Oh, you try to tell him.
You think he listen?
His head's so hard.
Mommy, she leave me.
Your head too hard.
Daddy, she leave me.
She better off without a no good bum like you.
Lord.
And that's when things go from bad to worse. He smoked Majorina. He smoked Sarah C. He smoked Shepherd Needle. Mix it, calamity. Why he smoked such a mixture? He nobody know. It's so strong we shoot him through the sky. Like a UFO.
What's this I see? Cloud of smoke in front of me. Screaming choke stick in my throat. Mom blast off like lightning bolt.
Quick send for Basra. Explain what happened. Send for policeman. U.S. Coast Guard too. He was last seen streaking across the harbor in the direction of the Holiday Inn.
He smoked Majorina. He smoked Sarah C. He smoked Shepherd Needle. Mix it, calamity. Why he smoked such a mixture? He nobody know. It's so strong we shoot him through the sky.
Here comes the judge, and he looked dead vexed, you see. Drug abuse is on the rise, got to cut it down to size.
The judge say,
I don't know about this generation. They turn into crime and degradation.
Johnny said,
Joanna, I beg your pardon. You see, it was my grandpa would learn the story.
now that's true. He smoked Majorina. He smoked Sarah C. He smoked Shepherd Needle. Mix it, calamity. Why he smoked such a mixture? He nobody know. It's so strong we shoot him through the sky. Like a UFO. The judge search and search down the list of dangerous drugs. Marijuana, LSD, no Majorina or Sarah C. The judge say,
My boy, I can't let you go so. All the Nassau, we'll soon be flying too. You must pay a fine of $1,000. And if you ain't got no cash, take 6 months in jail.
you lock up. He smoked Majorina. He smoked Sarah C. He smoked Shepherd Needle. Mix it, calamity. Why he smoked such a mixture? He nobody know. It's so strong and shoot you through the sky. Like a UFO.
Hey, Josh, how's today? Of course. I only asked because someone just asked me that question. And then she say, how are the Three Musketeers?
Three Musketeers. Where she been? Boy, ain't Three Musketeers. Mike ain't even in the house no more. The more they call us that, the more we can look bad. Or they really should call us the Two Musketeers.
No Musketeers at all. Because I still can associate us with Mike.
Speaking of Mike, when last you see him?
I buck him in Lums the other night.
Uh-huh.
Snatch right up with one gal.
Well, you know, I ain't seen him since he lose his seat.
Boy, he ain't want nothing to do with us. When he see me, he got his eye at me. He tell the chairman after he lose that we was fair weather friends.
Well, what we do him so?
I ain't gotta tell you. That show and tell bill was the beginning and end for Mike. When all his business come out, he couldn't get re-elected, man. One thing lead to the next. People backstabbing, people lying on him. And as far as they was concerned, he do it. My whole life was a court of law, and the verdict come back over and over again. He guilty.
Who, me?
Yes, you. It's you.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
They say when you smile, the whole world smiles with you. But I know from experience, man, that just ain't true.
Nowadays, when you smile, people wondering what you've been up to. You can bet that they suspect you're guilty of the crime.
They say it's you who do that thing, boy. The look on your face say you're guilty. It's you who do that thing, boy. The look on your face say you're guilty. The look on your face say you're guilty. The look on your face say you're guilty. The look on your face say you're guilty.
Yeah, well, maybe Mike wasn't guilty of half of the things they say he do. But when he's finished with me, I was singing the guilty verdict too. He know how much I was in love with Carmen, man. He know. And he over here telling me I too young. And the next thing I know, he moved right in for the kill. How I was supposed to know Boo Boo could fix herself up to be a beauty queen? I lose out big. And where I lose out, Mike step right in. Him and Carmen was playing cute, acting like ain't nothing was going on. But
They must think we silly.
exactly.
I'm looking at the future from down where you're coming from. Mountains, flowers, all that we do. You must think we silly.
Jump on the bike, go to the post office. Jump off the bike and buy one stamp. You put the stamp on the letter and send the letter to the one you love.
Now tell me who do you love?
I tell you I love nobody.
I'm looking at the future from down where you're coming from. Mountains, flowers, all that we do. You must think we silly.
Jump on the bike, go to the landman. Jump off the bike, pick out one lot. You save your money every weekend and put a little bit down on your lot.
Boy, tell me who do you love?
I tell you, I love nobody.
I'm looking at the future from boy, where you coming from? Mountains, flowers, all that we do. You must think we silly.
Well, I know one thing, ain't nobody fooling me. Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams.
Hey, Joe.
Don't hey Joe me. You know my Nelly in the family way? And don't say you don't know, because you have to be blind as a bat to miss that big belly.
Who is Nelly?
Or play crazy now. She's my daughter, Carmen Ronalda Boo Boo Delavo. Her mom named her Carmen. Well, I is called her Nelly. And my good dad grandma, my good dad ma, well, her name was Ronalda. But everybody, well, they just call her,
Old Nelly Delavo.
yeah, I was going to tell you what it was. And look here, man, don't play friend with, I play friend with me.
My daughter Nellie in the family way. And you can stand there like cat got your tongue, but you better start planning the wedding.
What?
That no good for nothing oldest son of yours done gonna pregnate my good virgin Nellie. Oh, but Mr. Williams, look here, he can marry her. If that's the last goddamn thing he do, he can marry her.
Here comes the bride. Here comes the bride.
I did she one time over another. Now she says she going to be a mother. Her father come to straighten the thing. That's when the wedding bells start to ring.
Here comes the bride. Here comes the bride.
If you're old enough to do this to Manelli, you're old enough to marry she. My son, don't try to run, cause he ain't gonna miss with this shotgun.
Man, you know things are tough. Furthermore, I ain't old enough. So he scruffed me by the collar. And like a madman, she start to holler.
Hold him, Joe. Hold him, Joe. Hold him, Joe, and don't let him go. Hold him, Joe. Hold him, Joe. Hold him, Joe, and don't let him go.
If you're old enough to do this to Manelli, you're old enough to marry she. My son, don't try to run, cause he ain't gonna mess with this shotgun.
I done talked to Pastor Brown. Her mama done buy her wedding gown. And if it ain't in church on Sunday, big funeral gonna be on Monday.
I hear the gentle voices calling. Oh, black dog. They think
You're old enough to do this to Manelli, you're old enough to marry she. My son, don't try to run, cause he ain't gonna mess with this shotgun.
You was there when we tell your brother don't marry Carmen. You was there. And you gonna get Nelly knocked up?
But that's the same woman.
That is my point exactly.
Mike, this is what we didn't want for you. You best well go take it where, boy.
my son don't try to run, cause he ain't gonna mess with this shotgun.
Son, don't try to run, cause I ain't gonna mess with this shotgun.
Good film. Trying to take what wasn't his to begin with. Good film. I see Boo Boo voice. Just that Boo Boo wasn't that to look at twice. Boo Boo couldn't even pass in the drunken rush. But Carmen or Nelly, whatever her name was, I was supposed to be the one to marry her when she becomes someone special. And he come teeth up from right under my nose and think he get away with that? Don't happen so. So what happened now? It happened. Keep playing with Puppy Mike. Puppy Licky Mo.
After Johnny was found guilty of flying high, the judge released him into the care of his mother, of my mother, as if she already didn't have enough on her head.
Johnny, I'm going to work, you hear? The pot on the stove, you hear? You hear me?
Boy, 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 I'm sorry for you, boy. What your ma going to do when she find out about you, boy? And people, boy, gonna need surgical operation when
She finished with you.
When Johnny Ma gone in town, before she leaves, she say,
Yeah, Johnny, watch the front. Don't let it get too hard.
but as she turn away, yeah, Johnny gon' go play and he got live to regret this day.
Well, the cat jumped through the window. He knocked the pot off the stove.
The wind blow the fire and make it burn much higher.
the fire catch the curtain catch the roof.
And Johnny Ma got for us.
I'm sorry for you, boy. What your ma gonna do when she find out about you, boy? And people on the next side of the ocean, they gonna tear up commotion, and you gonna need surgical operation when
She finished with you.
when Johnny Ma come back home. All she find was cinder. She get the whole story from her neighbor named Miss Linda. She fall on she knees and say,
If I had my way, I'm going to live to regret this day.
she look under the floor.
She look in the bushes,
She look in one more car, but leave outside the road. She asked all the neighbors, but all they could say was naughty Johnny. He went that way. Oh, naughty Johnny. Oh, naughty Johnny. Oh, naughty Johnny. Oh, naughty Johnny. I'm sorry for you, boy, but your ma going to when she find out for you, boy, and people on the next side of the ocean, boy,
That was when you were smoking in the house, Sonny.
commotion, you gonna need surgical operation.
When she finished with you.
There is something you must hear and understand. Nassau is not the Bahamas. Freeport is not the Bahamas. They're in the Bahamas. They are a part of the Bahamas, but they are not the Bahamas. This country is very rich, and yes, those cities are big and they got plenty people. But the roots of the majority of the people in those cities is in the islands. Most of the plant that they sell in the market has come from the island. The corn, the grits, the sheep, and the goats, them that you know to see, they all come from the island. The best pineapple in the world is not only from the island, that's from my island, I thought that.
Johnny hit rock bottom. I mean, he going on our own man home. So what he do? Leave town. And where he gone? To the island.
I look drunk, yeah, there's a sunny. I don't think people do that. Bound to make you smile.
From Spanish Wells, straight down to Cape, see Preacher's Cave. It right up on each gate, oh lady die, oh lady die, die, do, oh lady die, oh lady die, die, do.
Now Ezra, he is the island king.
That little man, he do most anything. He collect the mail from off the mail.
I understand. He will keep the trail.
Oh lady die, oh lady die, die, do, oh lady die, oh lady die, die, do. This island, it only got one road, it's filled with hills, valleys and pothole and the curve. They drive you round the bend, man, it's so long. You swear it never ends. Oh lady die, oh lady die, die, do, oh lady die, oh lady die, die, do. it give your car radiator bang, put it in your Kool-Aid and make it taste like Tang. Oh, lady die, oh, lady die, die, do. Oh, lady die, oh, lady die, die, do. This island, it is a Christian land. You can hear a sermon anywhere you stand. They build a bar right beside each church. So after mass, well, you can drink and coin. Oh, lady die, oh, lady die, die, do. 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 Oh, lady die, oh, lady die, die, do.
So Mike married Carmen. I mean, well, he ain't had no choice because shotgun don't talk twice. They go on honeymoon and all.
They going on honeymoon?
Yeah, and it didn't take long for the honey to leave the moon. They had a baby, nice little girl. Michaela, Carmen, Suzanne, Boo Boo Nellie Williams. Well, you see, Carmen wasn't easy, and Mike was short of patience. That's a bad combination. A hard woman and a short of patience man. You ever hear about everything monkey see, monkey want? That was Carmen. And Mike just wasn't flowing in that door like before. I mean, he had one job at the hotel counting money, but it just wasn't enough to keep up with Carmen's appetite for the finer things.
Listen, woman, in the name of honesty and common sense, where you expect me to get all this money from? Huh? I asked you where you expect me to get all this money from. You trying to send me to jail or to the crazy house? Huh? I don't tell you, you need to stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. Our last name is Williams. Williams, not Jones. Man, here buying up all these high fashion clothes and dressing up this little girl like she's the queen's granddaughter.
You see, you just like all the rest. You ain't never had nothing, and you don't want your child have nothing either. A real man want his child to dress up, to be somebody.
A real man want his child to dress up to be somebody.
Well, she could be somebody on a budget. When you're buying all these high fashion clothes, you need to save them for when this girl get old enough. She's still dribbling and sucking bubble. You know what, one thing, Carmen, you think money just grow on tree, Yeah, and you could never satisfy. No matter what I do for you, you can't satisfy.
Carmen, why you never satisfied?
I never satisfy.
You never satisfy.
Oh, that have less to do with who I is as a woman and everything to do with who you is as a man.
Oh, that's low.
That's real low.
Now you know I ain't talking about that kind of satisfy.
Yeah, you ain't talking about that kind of satisfied, but he who knows it feels it, and since I know it, I have the right to say it.
Listen, you always think you should have something more than what you got. You always think that the grass somehow is greener on the other side.
What grass? What grass, Michael?
She said what grass, Michael?
Shut up!
Grass? Living with you is like living in a place with lone dirt.
Dust thou art, and to dust thou shalt return.
Grass? I wish I had grass to want something greener.
Boy, now that was a hurtful thing to say. I don't know how Mike feel like a man after that. How he take that one standing up? I didn't most feel sorry for him, but not quite. Mike make up his own bed, and Carmen was making him lay in it without the sheets. You ever lay on a dry mattress? It should have dead.
You always running on, Johnny. Mike don't know how to satisfy neither. All I try to do to fix up this little place he call a house, he walking around with his mouth long out. He right. Some people never satisfied.
beauty parlor all day long, they must wait. The light skin won't get dark and the dark skin won't get light. Some using bleaching cream, some using sunlight. Tell me why.
Tell me why.
Tell me why.
Some people never satisfied.
I'm asking you why.
Tell me why. Some people never satisfied.
The blonde won't be brunette and brunette won't be blonde. Some use peroxide or wigs they put on. The poor won't get rich and the rich they want more. Both of them can die of their ulcers for sure. Tell me why.
Tell me why.
Tell me why.
Some people never satisfied.
I'm asking you why.
Tell me why. Some people never satisfied.
The fat won't get skinny, the skinny won't get fat. A whole bunch of diets can do nothing about that. Married man won't be single and single man won't wife. Both of them in misery for the rest of their life. Tell me why.
Tell me why.
Tell me why.
Some people never satisfied.
I'm asking you why.
Tell me why. Some people never satisfied.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Eeny, miny, mo.
Someone say and someone go.
Someone say and someone go.
Maybe you can tell us why.
Maybe you can tell us why.
Some people never satisfied.
People never satisfied.
Some man won't be woman, some woman won't be man. Them surgeons in Denmark doing all that they can. Oh, I'm asking you why.
Tell me why.
Tell me why.
Some people never satisfied.
I'm asking you why. Hallelujah.
Tell me why.
I'm better with it.
Some people never satisfied.
And no matter what you do,
Some people never satisfied.
No matter what you say,
Some people never satisfied.
and no matter what you got,
Some people never satisfied.
you can bend over backwards.
beat your head against the wall, or even if you die,
You ain't gonna die. So wicked. Listen on this.
Welcome to the island, my boy.
Thank you, Uncle John.
I hear you had a little problem up there in Nassau, eh?
Boy, plenty problems.
Well, we could see what we could do to turn your life right around.
Thank you, sir.
a touching scene, I tell you. Things was beginning to look up, but on the island, all is never as perfect as it seemed.
Sister Annie, Cousin Joe, you remember my nephew, Johnny, my sister's youngest boy? He come to spend a little time on the island with us.
Johnny, boy, you all grown up now. I ain't see you since you was so high.
What you say, boy?
Oh, Pastor, this is my nephew, Johnny, come to spend a little time with us.
Oh, you're welcome, my boy. You're welcome indeed. See you in church.
Time for you to get out of Nassau. Yeah, you had a little trouble down there, hey? Something to do with one fire.
No, something to do with one gal.
They say he come down when he couldn't go higher.
I say something to do with one gal.
If you walk too fast, you're crazy.
Walk too slow, you lazy.
Seems no matter what you do, people finding fault with you.
Dress up in your Sunday best, they say.
He think he cute. You put on your old work clothes, they say you're destitute.
I wish they would
mind their own business.
Yes, they should
mind their own business.
We can have peace and happiness
if people would mind their own business.
If you drive a big American car, they say you're hogging gas.
Drive a little mini, then they say you ain't got no class.
If you live in clapboard house, you ain't got no pride.
If you move to the suburbs, from your roots you're trying to hide.
I wish they would
mind their own business.
Yes, they should
mind their own business.
We can have peace and happiness
if people would mind their own business.
Now, if you don't hang out with them, they call you a snob. If you're looking prosperous, they wish you lose your job. They just laugh when you fall down and break your leg. Then they turn around and say,
it should have been your head.
I wish they would
mind their own business.
Yes, they should
mind their own business.
We can have peace and happiness
if people would mind their own business.
If a gal is talking to a man, they say she looking for money.
And if a man talk with another man, then they say he must be funny.
One and one may just be two, but they don't care. As far as they're concerned, everyone having love affairs.
I wish they would
mind their own business.
Yes, they should
mind their own business.
We can have peace and happiness
if people would mind their own business.
They are very happy when you are sad. The only good news they know is toting something bad.
These narrow-minded people, they just lie a lot. That I know, cause the stinkest fish is right there in their own pot. I wish he would
mind their own business.
Yes, they should
mind their own business.
We can have peace and happiness
if people would mind their own business. Keep your nose out of my business. Nose out of my business. Nose out of my business. And I will keep my nose out of yours. Nose out of my business. Nose out of my business. Nose out of my business. And I will keep my nose out of yours. Nose out of my business. Nose out of my business. Nose out of my business. And I will keep my nose out of yours.
Now you all don't mind my brother with the hard mouth. Some of them still wanted to make Carmen happy. So he take on extra shift at the hotel to provide better. That lasts for a little while. But when some fire going out, not even match could light it back up. He might as well didn't mind Carmen hanging the basket higher than he could reach it.
Johnny, why you don't stay out my business with your calm head and stop lying to these good, holy church people? I keep my good name out your mouth. Mike run himself into the ground. It ain't more pleasing me, because things still tough. Me and his children hardly is eat some nights. I so tired of corned beef and tuna. If I want chicken, I got to dream about that. Oh, but I betcha, his sweetheart and man squeeze eating good.
They might be having pork chop and whole snapper.
They might be having pork chop and whole snapper.
Oh, yes. I wouldn't put it past him. Me, who he gone before God with. He could leave hungry and starving and fattening up them other women. All around the hotel, he acting important, cutting up with tourists and Ting, and driving car would stay on he. He think he big.
I tell you so. He always thought he was big.
Yeah, let him stay right there, biting off more than he can chew. I ain't worrying, you know. Money ain't partial to no fool. Mike soon meet him match. Either that, or he gonna meet his maker.
See him there. He poor like me and you, but he riding round in Malibu. His car sleeps in the road at night. Man, you know this ain't right. his vocation, entertaining women on vacation and the weekends. His pay must go to keeping up this extravagant show. He is living in the hands of the finance. He's living in the hands of the finance man. He going round looking pretty as house, but there's no good louse. He ain't got no house. He neglect his wife and them children too. Talking about he got to do, he do. He is living in the hands of the finance man. Living in the hands of the finance man. He's all about doing the hustle, doing the reggae and getting down. But one thing that he don't know, before the whole town, him just a poppy show. He's living in the hands of the finance man. He's living in the hands of the finance man.
The like believer, you know.
No, sir.
Mike can't even trust no more from Mr. Sandshaw.
No, sir.
Even the Haitian tailor looking for him. Keep it up.
You better stop.
Living in the hands of the finance.
Now, time they say is longer than rope. And even the hardest things just get easier with practice. 1 year pass, 2, 3. Little by little, Johnny get used to living the island life. And before you know it, he was following right in Uncle Ezra's footsteps.
You done so good, boy. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Uncle Ezra. I like it here.
Nice and quiet, eh?
Slow and steady. Only one thing causes excitement, and that's
The mail.
Gonna pick up the mail from the mail. Gonna pick up the mail from the mail.
The first big city I ever seen. I left the island, I was 16. First big city I ever seen. I left the island, I was 16.
whoa, came from Nassau, born to me. Yeah, came from Nassau, born to me. Prettiest gal I ever seen. My little pearl, my island queen. Prettiest gal I ever seen. My little pearl, my island queen. Whoa.
Pick up the mail from the mail.
Going to pick up me mail from the mail.
Her letter said, we gon' get married. Go to the church in a horse and carriage. Her letter said, we gon' get married. Go to the church in a horse and carriage. Whoa, to pick up my gal from the mail.
Pick up me gal from the mail.
5 years later, my life has been so good to me, I'm an island queen. 5 years later, my life has been so good to me, I'm a big fat queen. Whoa,
Island aboard the mail.
yes, sir. I ain't going back to the island. I was tired of that city life, man. You gotta lock yourself up in your house day and night, scared of getting mug and robbed. No, sir. I was tired of that foolishness. You see, I find out I was an island man. So I go on right back to the island. I get me one good island wife and some children, and all the way going right back down to the soil. You see, on the island, you ain't gotta worry about your neighbor, because your neighbor's your friend. You ain't gotta lock your door. I go on right back, I stay with my Uncle Ezra, my wife, Grandma. She got one homestead up there, and we all going back to the soil. Let me tell you something about Granny. Granny, she sent goat on the maid. Granny sent corn on the maid. Granny even sent pineapple on the maid. But Granny ain't getting on no maid. She said she born right here and she get dead right here on the island where she born. Granny say wild horses couldn't even get her to leave this island. Granny say she know Nassau ain't what's happening. Granny's a hip chick, and she say she's staying right here. That's my wife from her, and we can take her lead, living that sweet, sweet, sweet island life. Oh, yes. Bye, Granny. Bye,
So, Johnny was living the sweet life all right, but he had too much free time on his hands, and he was afraid that might make him try some other things again, because you know, Eleuthera full of Bejarina and Cersei. Anyway, Johnny decided that collecting the mail was just not enough, and it was only something he was going to do once a week. So he decided to try his hand at his first new business, water. Johnny figured that the people of Eleuthera would flock to him to buy water since what they was drinking from the tap was so brackish. Well, the people couldn't wrap their head around buying water in the bottle, so that business failed. After a few other failures, Johnny went back to his first love, farming. Now, it started out small, but within a few years, Johnny was running the biggest pineapple processing plant in the Bahamas. Man, he was exporting to the U.S. and to Europe. This little island boy had hit big time.
Oh, but things gone from sad to sorry for Mike. He was living in the hands of the finance man and keeping all kind of women on comment. Boy, one day she catch sense and leave him. Instead, he try patch things up with her and keep them little ugly children them under the one roof he built. Man, he let all them go. Oh, and then he get in with one next fast gal.
I hear he treat this gal much better than he treat his own wife. Serious thing, man. God ain't make ugly, so he don't like it. After he lose his job counting money at the hotel, what you think happened? Soon as he couldn't provide for anymore, she leave him. After that, it was like domino effect. All the rest going about their business too.
Serve him right. He gone to the altar with me, and then
I gone down the altar with a shotgun at my back.
That's low.
That's real low.
So you trying to say, if it wasn't for me getting pregnant with Michael, you would have never married me?
Listen to me, woman. I saying things don't happen before their time. That's why me and you could have never get on.
Oh, that's why you couldn't get on.
Me and you couldn't get on? Because instead of you bring your money home for us to manage together, you all about spreading it round town, keeping sweetheart and main squeeze on me. But that's okay. Every dog got a day. Look how they treating you now. This your day.
Now, Mike, with success at events, counting money in one of them big hotels out the west, things get bad. From Mike lose his job, now he girlfriend acting like a snob.
I don't love you no more since your money gone. Laid up for you, Mike, I'm moving on. Laid up for you, Mike, 'cause I looking up and I'm moving on.
Every night they was out on the town, whining and dining, Johnny money around, and now he ain't
Well, Johnny been on the island going on 5-6 years now. Them years seen him settle right down. No more drinking. Well, at least not more than fellas them do. And no more smoking things that should not be smoked. Huh. His pineapple business was booming. Good wife, good life. Things was going good for Johnny. But the news from Nassau was not so good.
Uncle Ezra.
What happened, boy? What happened?
One letter come from Mommy. Say things not so good with Mike.
Yeah, well, I've been hearing things for a certain while now.
But you know how it is when he's a politician. Every little thing you do, they got to write about it. But I think this different.
Different how, boy?
I think he lose everything. I think I got to go back.
Back?
To Nassau?
You sure, boy? Where the people got more bar in their house than the prison?
I hear they got more teeth in Nassau, and the Rocktown Road got pothole.
And why are you discouraging that boy so?
We ain't discouraging him.
We is he friend.
They just offering him a little friendly advice.
Konsuki gone to Nassau on the mailboat. 3 shilling in a socks, straw basket and a tire box. Here Kentucky giving her advice about them Nassau people.
About them Nassau people.
He say, watch out who you walk with, watch out who you talk with, leave all your valuable things out of sight.
You're going to see them town tonight. But you come from there. You know exactly what them Nassau people like. Whenever there's homecoming on the island, people come from miles around to have fun in Old Rock Sound.
It's then that the cry goes out through all the land, warning all the people.
Warning all the people.
So lock up all your windows, lock up all your doors, leave all your valuable things out of sight.
Nassau people in town tonight.
Out here on the island, there's peace and tranquility. Some of these old people never seen lock or key.
It's only in a city filled with drugs and crime that you gotta worry.
And lock up all your windows, lock up all your doors, leave all your valuable things out of sight.
Nassau people in town tonight.
Cause they just teeth, don't mind that smile on their face. Watch they hand, cause they hand dead like they teeth lock off your door and all. And talk about could run? Oh man, just don't catch them teeth in. They'd run so fast you think death was behind them and all. Nassau people, I can tell you about them.
Fox Hill prison full of Nassau people. It's true. Ain't much people from the Howard Island in Fox Hill. Now, mind you, I don't mean that all of them is thief, but some of them, oh my God.
And I'll tell you one thing. You're missing anything this weekend when they down here? Just head on down to the airport. Check the plane.
Yeah, someone from Nassau trying to sneak it out.
And you know, when you miss these fellas from around here and you see them after a while, I'm talking.
Oh, I've been to Freeport, man.
Freeport, nothing. Fox Hill, for Tiffin, yeah.
Nassau people, fellas around there so hot they even thief thou should not steal from out the Ten Commandments.
Now you stop that.
Man, it's true. Check their Bible. It ain't there. Now you know how come I know so much of them Nassau people, eh? Well, I was born there. That's why I could warn y'all. I learned you know some sense.
Let me tell you this one. One time in Nassau, I see this fella dressed right down to kill, all kind of gold chain round his neck and stuff. Anyway, I see the police escorting him into the prison, into the station. Now, right now, I figure a fella dressed like that, he must have been going there to make a statement. Well, I peeked through the window, and lo and behold, what happened? I see the fella with number round his neck taking picture, talking about, I taking passport picture, man.
Passport to Fox Hill for thieving. Boy, them Nassau people, man, I tell you.
Well, it was one thing for him and Carmen to break up. For a little while, he still had his sweetheart in main squeeze. But when he lose his job, they up and leave him too. I was in Eleuthera doing quite fine, if I might say so for myself. But you know, that's still my brother, man. When me say he gets so depressed, he wasn't even bathing and thing. That ain't Mike. He'll catch a cowboy if it's breezy, but he ain't just can pick fight with a soap like that. I hear she was rowing him, say he got the place set up, thinking he's Tarzan or Robin Hood. Mike let the woman run him right up on brakes, and he going right back to the caveman route. Mike.
Group of people from modern civilization, lost in Africa on their safari vacation, with plenty of food and all the water they want. The fools forget they mouthwash and deodorant.
Now they got body odor, eyes the sky. Any light come there, the Lord is bound to die. Open it up, lift up the arm. They fix it good. Better than Tarzan,
Mike, you gotta do better, you know. I must swallow just bringing you this plate of food. What's someone wanna do, you boy? Two plates like you
Now time with the lion and every other jungle beast get together drinking they a happy peace. When the odor hit them like a bat out of hell, they run. The people show boy the odor better than gun. Now they got
body odor, eyes the sky. Any light come there, the Lord is bound to die. Open them up, raise up the arm. They fix it good. Better than Tarzan, all over
Good Lord, it here smell high. Jesus. You gotta take out the next mortgage just for that body odor. Man, that smell like a separate species, man. Strong. Sarah, why you letting this go on like this, man? You know cleanliness next to godliness. He smell like sin. Boy, you lost your mind, eh? Man with sense this bad. Not every day, but...
I tell him, you can let other people go, but you can't let yourself go like this. Not like this, Mike.
Now the animals stampede in every location. Got to get them out to relieve the situation. But the big biggest rescue mission I ever seen. Last word I heard, they were still in quarantine.
Nothing a party odor, high in the sky. Any light from there, the Lord is bound to die. Open the mouth, raise up the arms, they look so good. Better than Tarzan or I thought I named you Michael, but you must see change your name to Townsend. Yeah. Or Robin Hood. Even they never smell this bad, man. What happened to you? At least I never. Oh, jeez, I can't hear. Tarzan or Robin Hood. Better than Tarzan or Robin Hood. Better than Tarzan or Robin Hood. Better than Tarzan or Robin Hood.
Clinton, I see your daughter with one fella when I was coming out the house yesterday.
Oh, yeah, she came by me to get some money to go to the Savoy.
The Savoy? She's go there?
Yeah, black people could go there now, you know.
I know that, but I don't go there on principle. And I damn sure don't let my family go there.
Come on, man. Nassau changed.
Nassau change. They didn't want us there then. I ain't going there now. But I don't need Nassau change. I bet you it's go to Mr. Cartwright barbershop too.
No?
Why? I thought you said Nassau change.
No, they just don't know how to cut black people hair.
Yeah, well. Black people hair. Things changing around here for true. Like that boy your daughter was with.
What about him?
If I cut his hair, I can stuff a whole pillow with it. Need to take him to see Mr. Cartwright.
Yeah, his hair kind of long, eh? But he's a good boy.
Yeah, well, like you say, Nassau change.
Nah, there was no stopping Johnny. One thing I could say about him, when he set his mind to do something, well, so Johnny pack up a little bag, hop the next flight, and rock up in Nassau. Nah, Johnny ain't been home for more than 5 years, and y'all know the city don't stand still. Johnny stand on the dock and catch culture shock in your own hometown.
Nassau used to be the cleanest town in all the world, with clean streets and clean yards, and the people living off the soil. Now we streets like paper, with bottles, papers, and cans, and every scrap of food we eat, we does import it from another land. But prices have gone up so high, we leaders doing everything they can. Yeah, Nassau's become such a funky town since Ting and Ting been gone.
You looking for mine? Man, I done throw his frowsy behind out long time. How long? Not long enough. Go check in my house if you got the nerve.
When Nassau used to be nothing but a one-horse town, bicycle and walking was the only way to get around. Now we streets congested with buses, big cars and trucks. And if you in a hurry to get somewhere, let me tell you, man, you out of luck. With crime and violence out of hand, policemen doing everything they can. Yeah, Nassau's become such a funky town since Ting and Ting been around.
What you say, Johnny? Not my last son, Johnny, who burned my house down and ran to the island. No, sorry. Come here, boy, let me look at you. You're looking good.
Yeah, you're looking good. You're looking healthy. You got to see what you're ready. I wish I could tell you where to find it. Well, you might try them two no-good friends of his if you could find them.
Out islands used to have thriving little settlements. Everybody was 10. Ain't had to worry about paying no rent. Now they all flock to Nassau, living like sardines in cans. And their homesteads bad enough, and the settlement's dying down. But fresh water in Nassau scarce. Their water bodies better not break down. Yeah, Nassau's become such a funky town. Since Ting and Ting been around.
Mike?
Yeah.
I know when I see him last.
What?
I hear he fall on hard times, so you may go looking for him on retirement park.
No, man.
Out there under the bridge where all the Algies live. Man, I ain't see him in so long. He just let himself go, man. Just let himself go.
Before in time, picky head was picky head. Nowadays, it's called it afro. Before in time, scouts dressed with modesty. Now they shout and run, come see. Yeah, Nassau's become such a funky town. Since Ting and Ting been turned around. Whoa, Nassau's become such a funky town. Since Ting and Ting been turned around. Yeah, Nassau's become such a funky town. Since Ting and Ting been turned around. Nassau's become such a funky town. Since Ting and Ting been turned around.
It was good to see Mike. I ain't too sure. Mommy thought it was too good to see me. But I think she realized I ain't naughty Johnny no more. As long as a man got breath, he could change his ways. That's when I was honored for the first time I burned my mother's house down. I resurrect now, boy. The real Johnny Reach. Well, the real John Stanley Williams. Please stand up. Oh, hey, Mike. No. I had to come see about Mike. It was all right once I get past the body odor, because he smelled like he in bed since the UBP was in power. But when I get past that, we sit down and we start where we always start, from the beginning. Talking and laughing like brothers. Talking and laughing about all the things that make us, us.
Lunchtime was the best time in school time. Oh, lunchtime was the best time in school time. Ronnie had sixpence, Flash and Charlie had 2 shillings. Ram, bam, bam. Ram, bam, bam. Savage had 9 pence and Eddie had 3 nickels. Ram, bam, bam. Ram, bam, bam.
Put it together and away we all go for the best lunch that you all know.
Ram, bam, bam.
Whoa.
Ram, bam, bam. Ram, bam.
Round the back of the library and through the junior schoolyard.
Ram, bam, bam. Ram, bam, bam.
Down Market Street and straight to the bakery.
Ram, bam, bam. Ram, bam, bam. We had to be the first one online,
or we don't get served until next lunchtime. Oh.
Ram, bam, bam. Ram, bam, bam. Ram, bam. One small loaf of bread and a quarter pound of sausage. Ram, bam, bam. Ram, bam, bam.
3 round the world and 4 trumpers muffins.
Ram, bam, bam. Ram, bam, bam. 1 Tropicola to wash it all down.
Then we go play on the governor ground. Oh.
Ram, bam, bam. Ram, bam, bam. Ram, bam. Oh, lunchtime was the best time in school time. Lunchtime was the best time in school There we go now, girls, we get sent to Mr. Glover.
Hurry, boys, I can still see that gate.
What you talking about? I could still feel that pain.
So we was having a good time, man. But good time don't know how to last. What get me vexed? After all that laughing and carrying on, Mike let Dad be depression right in while I was there. You see, depression is a big, great fellow with plenty muscle. But he got a soft voice so you don't be scared of him. Mike let him right back in while I was there. He threw him pity party out of this world. Only thing left for him to do was hire DJ and blow balloon. Man, that get me vexed. After all I've been through, I was never as high on the hog as Mike. But he started blaming everybody for his mistakes. Woe is me. Woe is this. Woe is that.
Poor Mike.
What poor Mike?
Woe is me. Woe is this. Woe is that.
Poor Johnny. Except Johnny ain't poor no more. And that changed when I changed my mind. Sometimes you gotta show your woe what you made of, my boy. Mike was getting on my last nerve with all that crying and carrying on, acting like somebody was dead. The only person who was dead was who you used to be.
Mike, don't cry. The only person who dead is who you used to be.
So be somebody else, Mike.
Be somebody else, Mike.
No, he'd rather cry.
Ha, ha, hey, hey. I don't like you anyway. You're nothing but a crybaby. You're nothing but a crybaby.
You're worse than Georgie Porgy, you're worse than Humpty Dumpty, and you ain't even fall off no wall. You're crying crocodile tears, but nobody ever cares, cause you are just a crybaby.
Ha, ha, hey, hey. I don't like you anyway. You're nothing but a crybaby. Crybaby. You're nothing but a crybaby.
You ain't do what mommy tell you, and mommy gon' tell daddy, and you gon' get that ting-a-ling-a-ling. So you better save your tears for that bell the daddy wears, cause you are gonna cry, baby.
Ha, ha, hey, hey. I don't like you anyway. You're nothing but a crybaby. Crybaby. You're nothing but a crybaby.
Mike!
I was at the bar 20 corner the other day. It was about 3 cars ahead of me. I look ahead about 2 cars, and I see this man cleaning windshield with one hand, and had his other hand in the car window, waiting for the driver to give him some spare change. I almost thought I recognized the man, you know. But then I say to myself, that can't be Mike. Anyhow, the light changed, and I drive off, and I didn't see his face, but I most believe that was Mike. Well, mother's sick.
My phone rang the other day, and it was Mike. He say he missed and gone the wrong way through an alleyway, and he ain't realized it full of a broken bottle glass, and it rip up his tires. So why he asked me to borrow $50 to buy 4 new tires. $50? Y'all know what $50 could buy? The problem is, I know that Mike ain't got no car. Because I just see him walking every morning when I drive into work and every afternoon when I coming home. I tell him I was sorry, but I had a lot of bills to pay. And I ain't had it like that to spare. He say, okay, thanks. And that was the end of the conversation.
My. How the mighty have fallen. I was walking out the food store the other day, and I had some change in my hand, you know, to give the parking boy and the Salvation Army bell ringers. When this bum come walk up to me and ask, Miss, you could spare a quarter? When I turned around and looked good, child, I see it was Mike. When he see me, he was so ashamed, he turned and he started walking off. My Lord, I did feel so sorry for him. I mean, after all Mike done do to me, he treat me like an old dog. But I wouldn't wish this situation on anybody. I give a whole $1. Hello now, Ting's tough, don't do it. So I gave a whole $1 to the Salvation Army bell ringer, and I asked her to give it to him, because I know he would have been too ashamed accepting it from me.
So I couldn't afford to be on my run. Success and self-pity can't be friends. I had some money saved. I said, might as well stay in Nassau and show them how it's done, you know. The wife didn't mind the city life for a little while. And I had people in Ilucho working for me. You see, pineapple know how to mind itself. It's people you can't leave alone for too long. Mike sink deeper and deeper into whatever he's going through. You believe after what alcohol do to me, Mike getting tight with the bottle?
Bartender.
Alcohol. Oh, alcohol. Why don't you leave? Why don't you leave? Leave him alone.
Wheel me round and you wheel me round. You pick me up and you let me down. Turn me loose and you hold me tight. Make me look like I've been in a fight.
Alcohol. Why don't you leave? Why don't you leave? Leave him alone.
Lose my job and I lose my wife, my children gone and my house in strife. Lose all pride, lose all respect. Now my poor life is a wreck.
Alcohol. Why don't you leave? Why don't you leave? Leave him alone. Oh, why don't you leave? Why don't you leave? Leave him alone. He stayed like that for a good little while too.
Johnny talking.
You know, liquor married to the week. But since I was back on my feet, I was springing forward like nobody could stop me. I had to help him out, man. That's still my brother. You see, if your brother died before you and he died bad, you might have to read his obituary. I mean the one you read in church. That one gotta sound good. You gotta put some lies in that so the dead don't be embarrassed. But I talking about the true obituary, the things that actually happen. The things that the living gotta live with when the dead die bad. I mean, I didn't want him to rise higher than me, but I wanted him to get back close to the top of his own game. Nobody was stopping me.
Nobody was stopping you.
You're right. Nobody was stopping me. I was on my way to being the original Johnny Williams, but I figure ain't no use me being on top if I ain't got nobody to share my slam bomb or my steak with. A brother is a brother, no matter how you cut it.
A brother is a brother, no matter how you cut it.
One ma, one pa.
One ma, one pa.
Sleep in the same bed, eat out the same pot, tote the same cut up. A brother is a brother.
Wear the same shirt, wear the same pants, and teeth the same belt.
Boy, what I tell you about teeth and daddy belt tonight, I gotta look GQ.
A brother is a brother.
Look, thanks, Johnny, for making me feel like my old self again. You know, the way you throwing money around here, you know, boy, you had to remind me of me. when I was on it for the very first time. Yeah.
Money can done. Money can done. Money can done.
Everywhere big changes felt. Instant money, instant wealth. Yesterday they poor, today they rich. It don't matter. Cause money can done. Money can done.
Money can done.
Prosperity seen everywhere. The things they eat, the things they wear. Chicken was their favorite dish. Now all they want is cause money can done. Money can done.
They say money burns a hole in your pocket. They say money easy come, easy go. They say money is the root of so much evil. But I never had none, so I wanna know. No. Money can't done. Expensive watches on a hand, diamond studs with the gold. And I was told by a friend of mine,
if it ain't Rolex,
Money can done.
money can done. Money can done. Money can done. Money can done. Not so used to be the cleanest town in all the world, with clean streets and clean yards, and the people living off the soil. Now we streets like Big Ben, with bottles, papers, and cans, and every scrap of food we eat, we just import it from another land. But prices have gone up so high. We leaders doing everything they can. Yeah, now stores become such a fountain.